Hey,
Hey, Ian,
what's
welcome back. Welcome back.
yes.
Welcome to On the Dial Network, the podcast where real women have real conversations. This is the space for growth, healing, ambition, and unapologetic truth.
Wow.
We talk life, love, purpose, and the journey it takes to become the woman you're called to be. I am your host, Miss Pinky Shannon. So grab your coffee, your notes, and let's get into it.
All right. Let's say we have time for everything. Okay.
Yes. So today we have Ian back in the house today. Ian, what's going on with you? Yes. What's going on?
All right. I'm glad to be here, back in the building, and love y'all out there for even looking at whatever we do. So I'm happy to be
Exactly.
here, and hopefully
Yes.
I can give some information about women.
Oh my goodness. You got to answer my questions tonight.
All
You got
right.
to represent for the men.
I'm a represent for some men.
Okay.
Can't be for everybody.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yesterday, Ian, we had an amazing time yesterday. We had a women's empowerment brunch.
Yes.
Yeah, wait, I got to give a shout out to my group.
Yes. Everybody.
Yes, I want to say happy shout out to Miss Rondria. She
Yeah.
was in the building.
Hmm.
I had Miss Andrea in the building.
Yes.
Also, we had myself and
The two other ladies
oh, what other ladies?
from the brunch.
Yeah, from the brunch.
So it's on you, Andrea, and the other two ladies.
It was one other lady.
Oh, okay, go ahead. You don't remember?
Yeah. I mean, that was it, right?
Okay, so this was yesterday.
This was yesterday.
So it was four of y'all.
Okay, myself, Rondria, Andrea, and who why am I forgetting
I don't know your friend name.
oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the fourth person.
Your friend. We'll remember her in a minute.
Yes, look, I'm having a senior moment. See,
Yeah.
this is one of the topics that we need to be having
Yeah.
when you can't remember because you're over a certain age. But anyway, it was all good. You know, we touched on some things and we just had an amazing time
Like what
yesterday.
did you touch on?
Ian, you were there, so you know. I'm quite sure you know. I can't wait to get that footage.
I was paying attention to my camera. What did you guys talk about?
Well, basically, yesterday, I got a little emotional yesterday.
Yeah.
I did because I'm like, people just don't understand, the mild, my journey. No one can understand, I look this way, but it took me a while to get to this moment because I was very vulnerable. I was within myself because of the trauma that I went through in my life.
Listen, who feels it knows it,
Yeah,
right?
chime in.
Nobody can tell you how to feel. You the only one feel it.
Exactly.
And
And
we still standing, right?
we are
y'all,
still standing.
come
Yes,
on.
we are. We are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are still standing. I'm quite sure a lot of other women out there can, you know, join in with how I'm feeling and
Yeah.
everybody have their own story to tell.
Yep.
And I just want to take my pain and
Help
just
others.
help others.
That's right.
Exactly.
Let's help others. So give me one topic that we discussed yesterday.
Well, we talked about relationships.
Okay, so the
We
relationship.
look, we got
That can
into
cause trauma.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it can cause trauma. But, once we got off that trauma and we focused on relationships, I want to find out, Ian, from a male's
Okay.
point of view. How do you know you have your person?
Number one, you don't even know yourself. You think about you know somebody else. Okay, because the way I see it is, it's not really complicated. You put up with the person, and they
Yes.
put up with you. That's the first thing I look at, and then separate bathrooms.
Oh my goodness. No. But
So,
what's some
How do
things
you know you have the right person?
Right.
It's to each its own. It's hard to answer because somebody may like a thug, somebody may like a Christian person, and the problem is whoever's winning 49% to 51% losing of the argument
Yes.
is going to be defensive. So if you're winning the argument of any conversation,
Yes.
the other person will be defending themselves. And here we go.
Okay. Oh, and I remembered the fourth person. She gonna kill me.
Go ahead.
Charlotta. Lala.
We remember you.
Lala, I love
We
you.
love you, Lala.
I'm so
We-
sorry, sweetheart.
It's all
You know,
good.
I was having a senior moment. I'm sorry, Lala.
All right.
Look, and she was the one that said, "Let me get the link. How do I get the link?"
Okay.
Lala,
Gotta send
I'm
y'all the
sorry,
link.
Lala.
We got to send y'all the link. or when we finish.
Yes, most definitely. But also, what I was touching on, I was like, you got to feel comfortable. When you meet people, it's that bond, that you have with that person,
Okay.
that determines if that's your
But
person.
let me ask you a question. How many people have had that bond and still, after 5 years, fell out?
I mean,
Bonds change. Things
it
change.
does.
And it's not easy because now you're in a relationship. You think um you have to own it. When before the relationship, nobody could tell you what to do. And all of a sudden you think you got something to lose. Now you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's how people get into abusive relationship, right? Before, a man could not put his hand on you, and down the road he can abuse you, and you would not stop it, But before, you're like, hey boy, you put your hand on me. Isn't that strange how we can't remember those things?
I know, right. But, once you determine that that's your person, you got to find out and, what attracted you to that person. And you got to continuously be attracted to that
What
person.
about if it's just financial? That's why they're
Oh, but you'll be surprised. A lot of people are in relationships for financial reasons.
okay. Do you think that's healthy?
A lot of people is used to, they don't want to change. They're
Okay.
comfortable with what they have.
So do you think that because somebody knows that you're in a financial relationship, they can use it to abuse you?
No,
No.
no,
So
not at all.
You're not afraid to lose the money, or if you're a home person, you don't go to work, you got the kid, they find a way to lock you down. But I've heard that from women. Girl, I can't go nowhere. I don't got no money to go nowhere.
That's
He got
toxic.
Isn't that toxic?
That's very
Isn't
toxic.
that what I'm looking at?
Yes.
So I think everybody should be able to be independent. So if they're only going into it for money, there could be a scenario where you get locked in and you can't escape. So that's how I see. Even with the celebrity life,
Yes.
P Diddy and everybody that was doing what they're doing was they're afraid to run because they're gonna lose everything, and it's
Okay.
they wouldn't even think of that. That's their life. They're going to lose. They worry about the money.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would love to hear from someone if you can chime in
Yeah.
to let me know,
Send a message.
yeah, send a message. Let me respond. I want to see some point of views
Make a
out
comment.
there.
Yeah.
Yes,
So does that
because
make sense that it can be good and bad? There's good and bad in anything.
yes,
So you can be in a financial relationship that benefit you and you're happy.
right,
But there's
yes,
also a scenario where I see too often where men or women become controlling, and you can't live your best life. You understand?
yes,
So if somebody respects you, doesn't matter how much money they have, a lot of money or no money, if they respect you,
Okay.
they won't hurt you. They'll be respecting your feeling, they respect your thought, they respect how you want to live. Okay, and it's a mutual thing. Y'all respect each other. I think we need to look at that. If you want to know, do you have somebody that's for you? Number one, y'all attracted to each other. Number two, y'all respect each other.
right,
Does
yes.
that make sense?
It makes sense. A lot of sense.
Then comes everything else: financial, business, taking care of the household,
Okay.
religion. Everything matters. But there's like the first thing I would look at is communication,
Yes.
fidelity,
Okay.
and financial. Those three things are why people lose relationship, in my opinion. Then everything else. Well, we can talk about that. There's so many reasons to break up, but a lot of time I see communication, money issues, and y'all don't trust each other.
So is this like you determining if this person is your person?
That's part of it.
Okay,
You have to
but
see
I
early
I have
signs.
yet to hear you say love.
No, because this is why I go back to what I said in the beginning. What is the reason of the relationship? Because it's love. It's not about money. If it's love, it's not about money. If it's about money, you love the money.
Oh
What
my
happened when
God.
the money is gone? Do you still love that person for, like the Bible said, through thick and thin, for richer or poorer?
Right, yes.
If you're talking about love, you're talking about the longevity of a relationship.
Okay.
If it's a willy nilly, we having sex every now and then, it doesn't matter. They ain't gotta love you to have sex with you. It's just fun.
Okay.
Now, if y'all want to have a longevity, serious relationship, sex is a part of it. Some people would argue with me and say sex is the whole thing. I think it's more than just sex.
I think it's more than just sex as
I
well
believe
too.
that.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to have a longevity relationship,
Yes.
good sex is a part of it. Okay,
Most
it's a
definitely.
very healthy thing.
Yes.
Okay, and then y'all respect each other. So when I talk about love, for me to even go further, the love will be there. But if
Okay.
I don't love you and I just like you,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't mean we can't get along. But do I love you enough to go the distance? That's another story. I may like you enough or like love something about you,
Right.
but
Yes.
I ain't trying to see you every day.
Oh my
Does that
goodness.
make sense? Because I know women like that, right? I don't want to cut you off too long, but there's women who they love that man, but he got to go. Don't let the sun catch you at my house.
Okay. So
What do you
it
think about
sounds
that?
like it sounds like that person is just there beneficial.
Beneficiary, yeah. People have people around them that benefit them.
Okay.
Even in a long-term relationship, it makes sense that this person is taking good care of you. They treat you well. That's a benefit. So it's a human trait that we're going to gravitate to what benefits us. We also have relationships that are toxic.
Okay.
We have to start to realize that it's no longer benefiting us, and we can even lose our life over something that's toxic.
That is true.
So
That is
which one
true.
is? Let me ask you, which one is more important, money or what's toxic to your life?
No, it's not what's toxic to my life. I would never choose that
Right,
option.
you wouldn't choose that. But what do you have you seen people that do that?
I have, yes,
Why do you think people do that?
because they don't like change, and what's to them is not broke. Why try to interrupt what they have going on when they're comfortable with it and it's working.
Okay, so exactly, right?
Yes.
So if that
I
makes
mean, but
sense to my
that's some
audience out
other
there,
people choices.
does that
That's
make
not my choice.
does that make sense to the audience where some people would be so comfortable they would take abuse not to leave?
Some people are in relationships like
Ah,
that.
what I'm worried about.
I
So
know.
I don't think, in my opinion, a relationship like that is the right relation. What do you tell the audience what you think over there?
Listen, to me, toxicity is not the way to go. I don't care how much money you may have. You can close that chapter and open the door, and the right one may come along and you may have double what you had with that toxic person.
Right,
So I don't agree with that. I
right.
wouldn't stay in a relationship. I was in a relationship like that before.
See, and I don't
And
think
the
you would do
person
that
was
now.
not physically abusive. He was verbally abusive,
Yeah,
but he took care of me like
ain't that
very,
something?
very well. We were married, everything.
Ain't that
But
something?
I know, right? But I got rid of him. I didn't care
You
about
had
the
to make
money.
you had to make up your mind though.
Yeah, I did. And I
Okay,
knew that's what I was going to do, and I did it.
okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a quick question. When you was dating that person, would you have allowed it to be toxic at that time? No, in the dating.
And the dating phases,
Yeah.
it was toxic in the dating
And
phases.
you thought if you got married, it would stop?
Well, I was way much younger then, and I thought times would change once
Oh,
we
okay.
became one. That he would change, he would grow, and he didn't.
This happens to a lot of people,
Yes.
especially at the age that you are,
Mm-hmm.
and the age, I would say, experience is the word I'm looking for. Your level of experience in a relationship will dictate the next move.
Correct.
Okay, so how about young women, 18, 19, 20, that are dating older men? Is that healthy? Like when I say older, 25, 30 years old, is that healthy?
You mean like a 30-year-old dating a 60-year-old?
No, like a 30-year-old dating a 19, 20-year-old. How does that work?
So the woman is 19 and the man is
30.
30.
Uh-huh.
Their conversations don't even add up.
Okay, but
It,
they're in a
it's
relationship,
just
right?
fun.
Right.
It's
So
just fun.
so now out of the two of them, one of them may be thinking it's real.
The man.
What about the woman? Would she probably think that this man is the man for her? He got things going on and she gonna be okay?
It's probably a very small percentage.
Okay.
A very small percentage. And I could be wrong, ladies. I mean, I don't know anybody personal that's 19 that will date a 30-year-old. I'm not
The
sure.
reason I say that because when I'm in the nightclub environment,
Yes.
women enter 18 and over. Think about
Okay,
that.
but
So in
see,
the nightclub,
wait, Ian, I don't want to cut you off, but I know a lot of older gentlemen.
gentlemen,
Well, no, let me reverse that. I know a lot of young men,
okay,
18, 19, 20, 25. They don't want 18, 19-year-old
they
women.
want older.
They want older women
Okay.
because the reason for that is because the older women are more seasoned. Health wise, they take care of themselves. You know,
that would be in comparison to them dating a young person for them to realize that this is better for them. That makes sense. So somewhere down the line, that person dated a younger person that wasn't good for them.
Right, because they feel like women their age
Ah,
in this day and time, the club scene don't have a, like they don't wear perfume. They smell like weed. All they want is money. It's just they're not ready to build. They just want to be in the club, this, that, and the other. So a young man wants an older woman.
sometimes, right? So,
Yes.
so it also goes to back to what I was saying earlier. I agree with you on different levels, right? So I'm looking at a young lady entering a nightclub, which they allow them to come in.
Okay.
They're gonna meet an older guy. They're gonna feel like this guy's doing it for them. They may date a little bit. They may have a good time, and then that guy says, "You know what? I need somebody more stable." And then he's gonna drop her and pick somebody a little bit older. Is that possible?
It's possible.
So
Yes.
this is what I'm adding to what you're saying.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, I need people to chime in.
Yeah.
Let me know what your thoughts are.
This is my
'Cause
opinion, y'all.
this is deep. This is deep. Because I was thinking, how do you know a person is your person? And I feel like if you meet someone and you start talking with them over a period of time, you get comfortable with them, you discuss intimate issues like how you prefer to be made love to. If you're comfortable discussing those type of topics with that person, you're building that bond, and that's how you can tell. Look, Ian does not agree with me, but communication is key. And if you can easily communicate with a significant other, I feel like that's your person. But I come to realize that a lot of relationships are not together because they're each other's persons. It's out of convenience.
Out of convenience, I know, for example, lots of people have a woman just to keep the bed warm.
Oh,
And when the
wow.
woman is pregnant, they all come and say, "Brand, I'm upset because that's my baby mama. I don't want her to be my baby mama." I'm like, "But y'all, dog."
Oh,
I'm like, "Dog,
wow.
y'all living together. What you expect?" And these guys are super upset. Baby's on the way. They run.
Yeah.
They run because the girl was just a bed warmer. Honestly, she's not that attractive that they want to introduce her to the family.
Oh, wow.
Men, women too.
Yeah.
How many women have a man they can't introduce to their daddy?
Yes.
Their
You're
daddy,
right.
their daddy be like, "Who the hell is this at my door? Get that out." Am I right? So everybody out of convenience is stroking each other's ego.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the scenario. There's a lot of ways to look at relationship. But my most important thing I have to be concerned is what's toxic. I would say to anyone, have your fun, but don't hurt each other. Don't purposely hurt each
Right.
other. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt person. Don't physically hurt. Don't abuse. If you find yourself abusing anyone physically, raising your hand, thinking of hurting them,
Even verbally.
step away.
Even verbally.
This relationship is not for you.
Right.
This
Exactly.
relationship is not for you. So that goes back to your beginning of your question. What do I think is a good partner for a relationship? Somebody that don't abuse you mentally or physically. I'll start with that.
Okay.
Okay. Next
All
topic.
right.
Next topic, y'all.
Hey, I think that's enough right there. I just need some people to chime in. I want to know your thoughts. We want to hear from the people.
Okay.
Yes.
So today we're talking about relationship and toxicity. Huh?
Yes. Relationships. How do you know your person? How do you know that this person is for you?
Okay.
Yes.
And how long
definitely.
before you think you would know that? Is there a time limit on that?
I feel like within 3 months, within 3 months, you should know if this
Okay.
person is for you.
Okay. Now some people may be quicker or faster, right?
Yeah. No. I
Some
feel
people
like
fell in love at first sight. You ever heard of love
yeah,
at first
I
sight?
have. I have. Yes.
I've heard about it. I've seen it.
Yes.
So it's possible that there's these things where somebody or their spirit just connect within the first week. They just can't leave each other alone. So you give 3 months. Let me ask you a quick question. You ready for this one?
I don't
You ready
know.
for this
I'm
one?
not sure.
In a relationship, how long before a man should propose to a woman? Oh,
Ladies, you got to help me out with this one.
okay. Isn't that something? What is your
6
opinion?
months.
6 months. You think
Yes.
a man should propose to a woman in 6 months?
He should know within 3 months if he wants to be with that
You
woman.
think so?
I think so.
Okay. So
I think so.
proposing to a woman, I've heard many women say, okay, I need to be with this man for at least 6 to 10 years. I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
What are you talking about?
That's a common law marriage.
Okay, so
That's a common
I'm
law
not speaking
marriage.
for everyone, but a lot of women, okay, I've also heard women say, look, after 2 years we need to get married.
Yes.
I've also heard guys say that, okay, dog, I gotta wait 5-6 years to see if she know how to stick it out with thick and thin with me before I go further.
But you said engage.
Engage also.
I say 6 months.
Yeah, but when are you gonna get married after you get engaged? How long is that gonna take? It shouldn't take another 5 years.
No, it shouldn't.
Right, so it's around the same time. Within a year, you're gonna get married. Right?
Yes.
So, okay, so if you think in 6 months you know enough about that person and they know enough about you and y'all can do it, go for it. But I've heard men say, I'm not marrying anyone until minimum of 6 years relationship before I see that she knows how to be in the thick and thin with me, then I'll make a decision. Women is not like that from my experience. They want within 2 years they want to get married.
Yeah. I mean, to each his own. Everyone
Right.
have their own opinions.
Okay, so that's your opinion is very interesting. So within a
Yes.
few months,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
lots of relationship. 1 year past, they're nowhere thinking about marriage.
Marriage.
Not
I know.
at all.
I know.
Not at all.
I mean, but if that's your person and you know you're getting to know that person and y'all build a bond and y'all are building together, hey,
Get a Vegas
What?
wedding. Get a Vegas wedding. You don't have to wait.
I know, right?
I know quite a few people have 4 weddings under their belt already. You know, at 40 years old, they already got 4
Four
weddings under their
four
belt.
marriages.
Well, at 40 years old, they've been married 4 times.
Oh my
That
gosh.
to me is kind of toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. As a photographer that does weddings, I see the paperwork. It literally says on the paperwork how many times you've been married. And it says that. I've seen it where the guy's been divorced 3 times,
Oh wow.
and this is the lady's second marriage.
Mm.
I've seen it all the time on the paperwork.
Okay. Well, third time is a charm.
Praise the Lord. I hope y'all ain't got to get married 3 times to figure it out.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Well, you know, we'll elaborate on this
Okay.
on the next
The
episode.
next episode. Thank y'all.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you. I need everybody to subscribe and like. And these are just our opinions. In no way are we trying to, you know, provide advice. It's just our opinions. That's just what it is, right, Ian?
Yeah, I hope it's entertaining and educational.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we love them. We love y'all.
Yes, we do. Until next time, like and subscribe on the Dial,
the
DAL Network.
Yeah. And we love our future sponsors, okay?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to show intro over there. Yeah. Good job.
Okay.